Hi, this is Stephanie from Spiritual Delivery. And basically, I want to talk to you today about toxic people. Toxic people are basically people who pull you away from God. They use you, abuse you, they drain you with their problems, they take advantage of you. They're the people who, like I said, drain you with their problems and make excuses for all the problems that they possess instead of finding solutions. And ultimately, their goal is to obtain a pity party. And people like that, this is the main point of this video, so make sure you listen to this quote. People like that don't belong in your hands, they belong in your prayers. Remember that. So, you know, we sometimes get confused with helping someone that doesn't want to be helped and being there for the right people. So, granted, it is our job to help one another, but we can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped. And, what we should do is continue to pray for discernment, pray that the Lord reveals the right people to us if we have trouble figuring out who these people are in our lives. So, another thing is you have to know your worth and your value. You are not anyone's personal garbage truck. You're worth more than that. So surround yourself with people who value and appreciate you, because it's better to separate yourself from anything that thwarts your progress with God. You don't want anything to get in the way of that. Any friendship or relationship gets in the way of your relationship with God, then it's time to go, basically. So, um, I had toxic people in my life, and from my understanding, I thought that I was just being loyal. I thought that I was being a good friend. I thought that I was walking through the fire, being a ride or die friend, and just doing the right thing. But after I prayed for discernment and went on a fast and drew closer to the Lord, I realized that what I was doing was allowing these people to take advantage of me, and I was trying to help people that didn't want to be helped. And like I said, they don't belong in my hands, they belong in my prayers. And that's what the Lord revealed to me. So, um, immediately I cut these people out of my life and I felt a weight lift off of my shoulders. And that's another thing I realized. I realized that if you're in a good friendship or relationship, you're supposed to feel light and free and good, basically. So, and I realized that, if you're in a good relationship, you're supposed to feel all these things, but if you're in a bad relationship, you're just gonna feel burdened and um caged and just burdened with their issues. Like if you're in something good, it shouldn't feel like that, basically. So, um I just realized like how much time I wasted devoting myself to these people. And it can be very dangerous after a while because you will start to become who they are. Their spirit will rub off on you. And I realized that this was actually happening to me because I was complaining more than I had faith in God. Like I was just complaining about my issues and I didn't even realize that I was doing that. Like I was doing it in my mind, but it's just as bad because what's in your heart is basically what's out in the open as well. You have to pray for a clean heart um when you're going through things. So, you know, it's just very dangerous to be around people like that and you have to constantly pray for discernment. And when I went, the Bible also says that evil communications corrupt good manners. Uh, 1 Corinthians 15:33, which is something that the Lord revealed to me, and He also revealed the scripture that stood out the most, which was Matthew 7:6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. And basically, this just means, you know, don't give what is valuable to people who don't understand and appreciate its value. And you don't want to surround yourself with people like that because like I said, you will eventually become what they are, and the main point, they don't belong in your hands, they belong in your prayers. He also revealed Proverbs 26:11, which basically says that a fool returneth to its folly. So, it's just it just showed me that what they were doing is was just wasting my time. It wasn't going to stop just because I showed them love or I was trying to help them. Because if they're not ready to, build a strong relationship with God, then they're not ready for love. They're not going to appreciate and understand your love. So you're just wasting your time and draining yourself trying to love and help someone that, well, not love, but just trying to help someone that doesn't want to be helped. And, these scriptures did more for me than reveal the truth. They also stood as a backbone against the tricks of the devil because I remember one time I actually went back after I was, after I, felt the guilt of walking away. Like I walked away from that and I felt guilty. And, I went back and the same thing happened again. And I was just like, I felt even more drained. I actually got to the point where I was fed up. I was tired and I just walked away. And, it was basically because I let the devil drain me with, the lies of just lies and let him drain me with guilt. And when I went back, like I said, it just was worse than it was the first time. So um and I learned that that's a way to use the scripture. Like when you're tricked with guilt, you can use the scripture as a backbone to help you stand by decisions that the Lord led you to make. So that's very important when you're going through that. You're really going to need that when you cut the toxic people out of your life. You have to stand on the word so you don't get tricked by guilt. And yeah, so basically that's my video on toxic people. And you can find me on Twitter under God is my heart one if you want to hear more. And also I'm under Spiritual Delivery on Facebook and Instagram. And you can email me for bookings on Christian speaking or singing. I'm going to upload a few videos with me singing at spiritualdelivery@yahoo.com. And this concludes my video. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe and comment right here on YouTube if you want. And I will try to get back to you at my earliest convenience. So thanks for watching. God bless.